Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are going to be reviewing a movie called The Marvels. Yes, I didn't exactly plan to watch this movie because I heard that it was garbage, and honestly I was done with the MCU, because I'm not really interested to see what's going to happen in the MCU, because I feel like MCU has its time and then it was ending in Endgame, and I think the only movie that I enjoy for the recent MCU movies is Shang-Chi and Spider-Man No Way Home. Those are the only two movies that I thoroughly enjoy, and and especially Spider-Man because well, Spider-Man is Spider-Man, it's a character that we all know and love, and obviously they brought back some nostalgia in that movie, so that's why I, with so many other people, want to watch that movie in the first place. But for the rest of the Marvels, property, I don't exactly watch them. Like Loki season 2 is releasing, I don't really watch them. Secret Invasion release, I don't really watch them. And it's just like, again, I'm not interested to see what's going to happen, and especially with has so many Disney Plus TV series, and I'm just like, dude, come on, man, how many shows that I have to watch, and it's not even that interesting to begin with, and we are getting tired with the Marvel fatigue, or like the superhero fatigue in a way. And the character of this movie, one of them is named Miss Marvel, and Miss Marvel has his own TV series. I didn't watch it because I don't care, and again, like I said before, I don't want to watch this movie in the first place, but my mom decided to drag me to watch this movie because like she saw that, oh, it's an all-female superhero movie, so let's just watch it. She thought it's gonna be good. Well, spoilers, she didn't like this movie at all because apparently it didn't took place on Earth. It was took place on space and other galaxies, which is like the main problem with the recent MCU movie, that it just is on the like other places besides Earth, so there is no connection there. Like I really miss the day when the Avengers are like there to defend New York City, and now just like going super big. But either way, went on to the review for the Marvels finally. I do not like this movie. I think this movie is completely forgettable, and it's probably one of the worst Marvel movie that I watch. Or I guess like, again, not maybe not on the recent phases because I never watched any of them, to be honest. Not have no interest on watch them. But I can safely say this is like the worst Marvel movie, to be honest. Um, because the pacing and the character sometime in this movie is a bit weird, especially the pacing, because like on the movie there is this plot point where like all the Captain Marvel's character, like obviously Carol Danvers, played by Brie Larson, and then you got Miss Marvel, and then you got Monica Rambeau. They basically, if they use their power, they basically switch bodies or like switch place, you could say that, and then that I thought that was gonna be like a crucial plot to the story, but that wasn't the case at all. They just kind of like glossed that over, especially on the first act. Like it just happened so quickly to the point I'm just like, dude, what is happening? Like how does the character never acknowledge that at all? At the beginning, I mean, eventually they did, but it never really matters. Why they're switching place anyway. And just like, oh, like it's cool they switch place. It's a unique way to create a battle sequence, I guess you could say that. Or like an action sequence. Which to be fair, the best action is actually on the first act when they actually switching bodies. And I was like, yeah, I think it was wonderful, and obviously we got Nia DaCosta, who directed this movie. I think it's also did an amazing job as well. Uh, but besides that, I don't think there is anything good about this movie. I guess I could praise the chemistry between the three characters that I think is a pretty good chemistry, But even then, some of it were annoying, to be honest. Like Miss Marvel character was the one that I'm just like, okay, just an annoying teenagers again. That I do. I mean, she's pretty entertaining at times, but there are times when I'm just like, girl, I need you to shut up. I need you to chill out, basically. This is just Captain Marvel, like, calm down, But even then, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, okay, cool. And the story itself, like, the villain named Darben, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Darben, it's like, okay, it's kind of like a whatever kind of villains, that for some reason the movie itself wanted us to basically feel sorry for the Kree, because Darby is basically is the leader of the Kree, because the Kree are dying because Captain Marvel is destroying their planet before by destroying their AI, and that's why the Kree is like dying literally, and then that's why Darben is trying to restore the Kree to glory days, obviously, and so that's why she decides to destroy other civilization and then other planets as well, so they can gain resources, like sun, like water, food, and something like that, or air to breathe. And yeah, it's just like it's kind of like whatever. Like I don't really care, to be honest, and I don't really sympathize with the Kree because like in a previous movie, at least for like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, the Kree are just like a bunch of dicks. They just doesn't really care at all about other people. If you guys remember watching the first Guardian movie, it was just there for a tiny bit, because Ronan, but at the same time it's pretty clear they're not good guys to begin with. Even in the Captain Marvel movie, they were the bad guys. They were manipulating or something like that, right? So I don't really care for their safety. I don't really care for like Carol Danvers' like redemption in the end, where she restored the planet's sun. You could say that because she destroyed the sun. When she attacked the Kree planet, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care. These are a bunch of bad guys. Why should I care? And that's why I think the plot is just so lackluster, and I feel like that's like the big word that I can describe about this movie is lackluster. There is nothing exciting about this movie, and again the action is there and it was fun, but even then it's like this character is gonna be fine, and it's just like the final battle is also like quite disappointing. That okay, oh that's it, you're just gonna defeat the villain by doing that. I mean, cool action I guess for like 2 or 3 minutes, but that's it. Like come on man, this is like the third act, and I'm just expecting something big to happen in the end, but it didn't. Just like okay, cool. So yeah, overall, I'm quite disappointed, and I'm sorry that if this review was like me rambling this entire time, because again, I don't know what to say about this movie. It's just terrible. Like the pacing, the performance is just okay sometimes. Samuel Jackson's character Nick Fury is a bit weird. Some people said that's the Nick Fury in Secret Invasion was, I guess, more serious, and then suddenly in this one he's more comedic in a way, and I'm just like, okay, well, I guess this one criticism, but for me, I did not watch Secret Invasion, so even then, I still think Nick Fury's character is a bit weird. That now he's just like a jokey kind of guy, so I'm just like, what happened to the original Nick Fury? That it was like he's funny at times, but he's also serious, and this one is like super funny like 90% of the time, and I'm just like, dude, like what is happening, and that's why I think the characters and this state of the MCU is just like completely in decline at this point, that I don't really care what's gonna happen, and again, I was hesitant to make this review because I don't know if anybody really cares, but I thought that, well, I don't know, I watched the movie, I might as well give a review, even though it's like a half-ass review, because the movie is just not good, man. I just don't know what else to praise. I can praise Neo DaCosta directing. I can praise the performance sometimes. That the chemistry between the two characters I think is fun. Um, but the action also yeah, the action is quite good as well, and I think the VFX, I think is also quite good, because I know that the VFX Marvel is like completely like they don't give enough time for this VFX artist to build the visual effects, so for this movie, I think the VFX is good enough, So I guess there's that. But yeah, besides that, it's just like yeah, terrible pacing. The story is not engaging at all. And it's just like yeah, I mean, also the post-credit scene. Spoilers, I guess, but I don't think any of you care. But for the post-credit scene, Monica Rambeau basically ended in another universe, and it was revealed that this another universe is actually the X-Men universe, from the Fox universe, you could say that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. But it's just like I thought we're gonna see this in Deadpool 3, where they're gonna bring back Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine. And to be fair, Deadpool 3 is probably the only MCU movie, right, that I was waiting for that to happen. I'm really hoping that the third Deadpool movie could be as good as the first two. But I guess we'll see, because now Deadpool is a part of the MCU, so he might get fucked. Who knows? But even then, that's the only movie that I'm hyped from the MCU movie. Deadpool 3, and then that's it. And seeing Hugh Jackman again, cool. But I feel like in this movie they basically revealed that Monica Rambeau end up in the Fox universe. I'm just like, okay, well, I don't care, because clearly they're doing this just to get nostalgia, because that's what Marvel are doing now, to get us hooked back to the story by doing some nostalgia for the X-Men Fox universe. And the ending just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you do that? Like the post-credit scene from the previous, like the pre-Endgame Marvel movie, sometimes they were exciting because they were leading to something. And in this one, like, yeah, wasn't that interesting to begin with, because clearly they have no direction to see where the story is going to go, And it seems like they're just like doing this post-credit scene just to get people talking, and just to basically get engagement, and then that's it. They don't really care to see how they're gonna handle that in the future. and that's why every single time there's a post credit scene, I'm just like, okay, well, like how much like weird stuff are you, or like, or shocking stuff you're gonna put in the post credit scene that doesn't really mean that much, like, all right. But anyway, guys, I guess that's my review for the Marvels. I know that again I'm like feeling lackluster with this entire review because this movie is just lackluster to begin with. I don't really care to begin with, like I was getting dragged to the to the cinema by my mom, so it's just like, okay, cool, I guess. So yeah, that's, I guess that's my review for the Marvels. Is I don't enjoy it. And I want to make it clear, if you guys actually enjoy this movie, then that's fine. Like, good for you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. But for me, and I guess for so many other people, I don't know. I don't really enjoy it. And I think so many people are done with the MCU and ready to move on to something else besides superhero movie, because I'm also done with superhero movies. And it's just like they're fun. Back at their time. But now I feel like their time is already over with Endgame, and I'm ready to see something else, from Hollywood, and hopefully the next phase of the movie is gonna be, like either like a martial arts movie again, because I would love to see like a modern martial arts movie, like many of them, and also I want to see a bunch of monster movie, because so far we get Godzilla X Kong, which is gonna be released next year, and then we got another TV shows that's gonna be released this Friday, so I think it's gonna be exciting, So yeah, hopefully we get to see something other than superhero movies, because people are done. So um, yeah, I guess deep down, let me know in the comment section below, guys, what do you guys think about the Marvels? If you guys already watched it, whether you like it or not, then well, feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. I will respect them. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, usual stuff, guys. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Then, bye.